Estamos com o Stuart Reeve, da BlackRock, e hoje vamos falar um pouquinho sobre investimentos no exterior, onde estão as melhores oportunidades, em quais países e setores. So, Stuart, I'd like to talk about where are the main opportunities for pension funds to invest abroad, which countries, which sectors.
Yeah. So obviously huge market opportunity, lots of opportunities around the world. I think if you start from the point of view of valuation, where are the valuations most attractive relative to the rest of the world and relative to their own history, then I think you have to start with Europe. So it's clear that the valuations there are below their long-term averages and they're at a discount to other parts of the world which is larger than they normally trade at. So from that point of view, start there. I think that obviously within the European economy, growth is not very high. At the moment we're running at around zero. So to look at companies which are listed in Europe, so give you the valuation opportunity, but are exposed multinationally, is the place where you would find the richest sort of areas to invest, the best areas to invest. So there are places like consumer staples companies. A company like Nestle is still a great business. It's not particularly cheap, but it has great business that is exposed around the world, and it's going to deliver you sensible growth for a long period of time, and is a highly advantaged business. So consumer staples areas, food and beverage businesses are good there. I think that in the pharmaceutical areas, the drug companies, a company like Sanofi, which has been under pressure for a few years, the patent expiry issue that they've had, they've not delivered much growth for the last 5 years. But we're just coming through that, and they've got new products in the pipeline, and I think that looks really quite interesting and attractive and exciting. So I think that's an area where you can look. Sanofi is one of our investments. So I think those areas, and then a third area which would be, there's some really great industrial companies listed in Europe but which are international. So, we're not talking about very cyclical businesses. We're not talking about businesses which depend on domestic demand for autos and things like that. We're talking about businesses which are exposed around the world, have a great franchise, which they're able to monetize. And there's a few of those which we're interested in and which we're currently investing. There are areas where we would not invest right now. So things which are primarily domestically exposed, so utilities, which we don't like very much and we think are too highly leveraged and don't have much growth. And European banks, I think personally, is still too early. So I think you don't know yet what the capital positions that they're going to be required, that the regulators are going to ask them to run. So I think there's too much uncertainty about returns in that business yet for you to want to get there.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.